Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody in there? Now you can hear me. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Hello, people. Alright. I'm gonna try this again. Lately, either I've had bad luck or I don't know. So we're gonna try this again. And then again, I've been doing it 1, 2, 3. So it just depends on the morning. So it is a 1:52 a.m. as I speak of this. So, figured I'd come on here, do the chatting, all that stuff. Still got a hodgepodge of stuff to do. I'm going to do videos and stuff and my videos and post them. I don't always post a video like I've probably said this before. Like if I talk 10 or 12 minutes and no one's watching, I tend to delete the things. I could post them, but I'm all about the live chat experience. One of these days I can use the decoder ring or something to whatever it is to download the decoder thing and do videos that way. So I was going to try to do a video from Saints camp on my Saints page, but chances are I won't be going to that this year, which kind of sucks. And it is what it is. You can't blame anybody, I mean, I always relied on my friend, but hey, you can't rely on people anymore. You just can't. I can't fault him. It's not his fault. I mean, it's his fault on his side, but it's not his fault as far as me blaming. I'm not going to blame people, They work hard for their money. If they want to piss it away and decide not to pay any bills, that's their right. It's their money. So, I mean, I still have one miracle outside shot, but I don't know. I'll find this out tomorrow, more than likely. It will take a miracle, but I don't know. I don't think I'll be going to that one, at least. And they usually don't do their mini camps on the weekends, which is weird because my friend never has off on the weekends. Although apparently they've been giving them weekends off lately, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. He used to have Thursdays off. Now I guess because it's summertime, he just has whatever days off they give him. I don't know. I guess they give him Saturday, Sunday. So I don't know. So yeah. So all that jazz. I really hope the whole YouTube bug has been fixed to where people comment and it shows the views. Because I've had a couple of videos where people were watching. I didn't get credited for the views, so I don't know. I mean, now, if it was monetized or something, then I'd be pissed. But it's not really affecting me because I'm way far, far away from any modification whatsoever. So, I just want to make sure, hey, numbers are numbers, I like jazz, understand it's a computer algorithm or whatever, stuff isn't perfect. There's a lot of the YouTubers will tell you, those ones that would get cost money, those people are the ones that complain. I have no dog in this fight. Hell, if I ever become one of those people that make it monetize, it will be a miracle. I mean, I'm not saying I can't do it. I mean, I got just as good a chance as any of these other ones out there. Half of them, they just random stuff. I mean, play video games. Tell anybody could do that. I just don't know how to do the green screen, the background, and the editing. They do all professional type. I'm just a simple person, so I mean, if I was to do the Madden, I would turn the laptop around, face the TV, and just play it off of that. I mean, it's a unique perspective. So, but I watch a lot of YouTubers, some famous, some so. A lot of channels, a lot of ideas, busting the packs open, the card packs, I haven't watched as many metal detecting videos as I used to, but there are a few metal detecting people I watch. I got into that for a while. I just never really found anything. If I had a car and a way to go places, I would. There's a few places around here I'd like to. I already did my front yard, my backyard. That's really much of anything. I found a penny in the backyard once and found a hose nozzle. That's about it. Yeah, and there's just certain YouTubers give me ideas that I want. I just want to get a hodgepodge. Like I said, I have a hodgepodge of people, all my fan pages. Saints, the Mortgage page. That's what I forgot to do tonight. I forgot to play the Mortgage. I'll do that tomorrow, probably. I guess. I wasn't really thinking. I like to try to do it on Saturdays, but I forgot it last Saturday, so I'm gonna get it on there. And and whatnot. Um, all that jazz. But yeah, rather do I got a whole hodgepodge of stuff I want to do. I also noticed YouTube has a glitch to where like it'll say so and so is live 18 minutes and it'll be out of 20. So it's weird. Hey, how you doing, viewer? How are you? I'm just chatting, if you can comment, feel free to comment and talk about whatever. I do appreciate you viewing me. If you haven't subbed, hey, sub. It's all good. But I got like a hodgepodge of stuff I want to do. Make a channel. But any suggestions and comments and theories, hey, I'm open to anything. Grow the page, grow the world. I figure, hell, some of these YouTubers I know, some of them have talent, some of them don't. It just depends on what you post. So, hey, thanks for the like. It's awesome. It is awesome. It looks like YouTube fixed the bug, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I just come on here and chat and do whatever. One of these days, I'll figure out how to do the decipher code. But yeah, I'm always looking for suggestions, theories, questions. Definitely want to do a hodgepodge of stuff. I have some ideas. It's all about entertaining the masses. And for the first time in probably 2 weeks, I am not really talking to myself, which is a good thing. Actually, someone's paying attention. So, and I thank whoever that is that's paying attention because they're an awesome person. And I hope they sub to me. No, I'm sure they are, but yeah, I'm sure you are. So, and spread the masses. I hit my 100 goal, which is good. I never expected that in the beginning, so I figure, hell, let's set a goal of 200. Why not? When you get a hodgepodge of stuff and people and whatnot, that's all pretty good. But yeah, I'm always looking for comments and suggestions on how to improve, what to do, all that good stuff. I'm going to implement some of my ideas here and on my Saints page. We Are the Who Dat Nation YouTube page for the Saints fans. I'm going to, I'm going to put stuff on. I still got to do my technical part 2 on there on that side, which I haven't done yet. Yeah, someone told me once they couldn't comment on my page. I don't know if you're that person or not, but I don't know if you have an account. If you can't, I don't know. Someone told me that once, so not really sure. Good thing about YouTube is public thing. Anybody can view you, so that's always a good thing. I was watching the Saints YouTuber last night, and I think they started somewhere around like 10 o'clock, and it didn't end until about 3:30 in the morning. So, and I tried to get on, and I'm like, well, everybody's dead by then. I don't like to get on when everybody else is on. I mean, as far as like if I other Saints fans or other people or on that I follow and they're on. I don't want to take away attention from them, viewers or audience or excuse me, or whatever, So all that good jazz. But yeah, definitely gonna throw the Morgus video on there probably tomorrow or the next day. If you came from there or whatever, I'll put that on here. Now I know where you came from. I have them all 50, 52, 53 of them. Now the question is, I know where 3 of the tapes are. It's on 6 tapes. I know where 3 of the tapes are because they're sitting right there. The other 3 tapes, I don't know if they're with my mom or if they're with my dad. That's the question. Those 3 tapes, I'm not sure. Those 3 tapes have the actual movie on it. But yeah, I have. Well, I'll show you real quick. I didn't mean to get up, but I have these 3 here. Wait a minute. Straight. I think there's like maybe 6 or 10 on each one. So you have these 3, and then 3 more or somewhere. Like I said, either with my dad's or with my mom or something. So, over there. So yeah, at least I know where you came from. I figured if I would keep naming fan pages, sooner or later someone would comment. If you send me, well, I used to be able to dub because I have 2 VCRs, but one of my VCRs broke, so I can't dub anymore. That's the thing. I used to be able to dub. I have to take apart. I had these VCRs for 20, 25 years, probably 20 years, and the remote controls broke on both of them, and the one that's sitting over here, the Emerson, there's a tape stuck in it, so I got to take it apart and refix it, and I just never got around to it. But if there was a way and you had a blank VHS, I would dub it. But the quality of the tapes, most of them are pretty good. Some of them they're so. One of these days, I have to try to figure out how to convert it on DVD. I think there is only one I think what it is they only put out one DVD. They were supposed to put out, and they put this out like 5 or 6 years ago, I think. From what I understand, they were supposed to make a whole bunch of them and something. I think what happened, I'm not 100% sure on this. I heard something about the family is very protective of them, and they wanted more money or something like that from so-and-so, and I don't know. Everything usually either comes down to money or production. I mean, you can't say they don't have a demand for it. People want to see it. But yeah, I think I remember seeing it where it said DVD Volume 1 has like 4 episodes maybe. But yeah, I got one of my VCRs, a Panasonic, hooked up. My other VCR, I used to be able to dub with it. And I can still dub on it. It's just I have a tape stuck in the mechanism and it won't come out, so I got to figure out how to get it. I have to take it apart, and I haven't hooked up the VCRs together in so long. Like I said, I used to be able to dub from tape to tape. Of course, when you dub from one tape to the other, the quality of the tape, so. I think the last time I tried dubbing was about 3 years ago. I'm on the North Shore. But yeah, I'm gonna see. Maybe I'll take apart the VCR tomorrow and see if I can fix it. If for some reason You know, I've been able to fix it in the past. It's just, I don't know, a tape jammed in it, and it's just, that's another. The one that I play the tapes on is the good VCR. The one on the bottom is the one that it chewed up 3 or 4 of my VHS tapes. I have probably like 200 or 300 VHS tapes. I have boxes sitting over there of VHS tapes. I don't even think you can get VHS tapes anymore. They don't sell them. I don't think they do. Now that kind of sucks. My mom had a VCR DVD combo. She gave it to my brother, and he dropped it. He was moving, and he dropped it down the stairs, so it broke. But I have a Panasonic, I have a Panasonic and an Emerson. But it's kind of weird. Except for my TV remote, my stereo remote broke. I still have it. I just got to fix it. Both my VCRs broke. The Emerson, the one that chews up tape, that's in worse shape because the eject button is gone. That thing broke years ago. That's gone. I have to take a pencil to eject it. Or another trick I do is fast forward the tape, stop it right before the tape, and hit record for like the last 10 seconds, and then it would automatically kick the tape out. But yeah, I don't put any tapes in that one. Anyway, that's tape got jammed in it. But the Panasonic one, I've never had any problems with it, except for the heads are dirty a little bit, and you know. But I don't know. I can't track or anything like that on there because I stepped on one of the VCR remotes and broke it once, and I dropped the other one. All my remotes are broken basically, except my TV remote. And the only reason that's not broken is because I never really used it, because when I had cable, I had the universal thing. So I put the TV remote aside for years and never really figured it out. My TV's like 3/4 of the way gone anyway. Last time I moved about 6 years ago, I was moving my TV and it slipped out my hands. It didn't fall out my hands, but it slipped, and I caught it right before it hit the ground. I think the back end did hit the ground, but about this much of the top of the TV has a line across it, and it plays backwards. If you've seen the Facebook, when I posted the Facebook things, you can tell it goes backwards like a mirror. Plus, this TV I've had for about 10 years. So usually these TVs last 10 years and they go pip. And this is the old school ILO. So, hey, second viewer. Well, I had a second viewer. I don't know. Hey, second viewer, if you're still there. YouTube plays havoc. As soon as I say that, now it goes to 0. See, I guess YouTube ain't fixed that bug yet. I swear, one time I did like a 2-hour thing, and someone watched me the entire 2 hours, and I didn't get any credit for no one watching. Not one person. It said no one watched, and you know, YouTube is funny like that. Yeah, maybe I'll do this tomorrow. Maybe I'll try to fix that VCR, but that one's really broken. I have a habit, or I did, of not really taking care of my stuff. I take care of my stuff to the point of whatever. I don't have any of those. I've only owned like 3 TVs in my life. Like when I was like 12, my parents bought me a TV, a little 16, 18-inch, and that lasted 3 or 4 years, and I think I sold it. Then I bought another one that lasted about 12 years until the screen blew out. You get to the point where it goes pew, and the dot goes, and it started smoking. Let's see. This one's an ILO TV. It was either at an RCA, and I got the ILO because it was like $20 cheaper. I think I got it for like $200 and something, and I got it when I was working at Walmart. So, and I haven't worked there for about a decade. Now I got that TV in 2007. So that's about 11 years I've had this TV. So, I mean, it still works. Most of the last 3 years, I really haven't turned it on, though, since I since I got rid of my cable in my room because I got tired of paying for it. You know, cable's the same old crap anyway. You flip it on, you watch it, you miss it. 2 hours later, the same crap comes on. Oh, so you have a 1977 Zenith? That was before my time. I don't like these new modern TVs nowadays. The digital crap. This TV blows out. I'm going to a freaking pawn shop and finding a analog TV, whatever they call these. I think they call them analog. The bulky ones. In my front room, have a big TV. I think it's a 32-inch. It's a RCA in 1994, 1995. It blew out 2 or 3 times and it was fixed. When I moved where I'm at now, about 6 years ago, moving it blew out again. It blew out a fuse when it was turned on. And the last time I called somebody out to fix it, they soldered a chip and it cost like $150. All they did was solder a chip and boop, it worked. I said, I'm not paying $150 for this shit. So I still have it. It's got like decorative, it's got a plant on top of it or something. So I don't know. Oh, cool. Hey, appreciate it. I'm looking for all the subs I can. Hell, I mean, I have the Morgan's page. I have the Saints pages. I have various pages, just what you call it. I'm sorry I really haven't been posting too much on there. I'm trying. I tend to forget. I am going to post I was going to do it tonight. I was going to post yeah, I figured that's where you came from. I was going to post an episode on here tonight, but I forgot. So I did one a couple of weeks ago. Someone told me, you better watch out. They'll do copyright on you. I said, nah, they ain't copyright. I ain't got nothing monetized. How do they pull copyright on me? It's not monetized. I can't. You can't even make money off of it. You can't make money off of YouTube until you have 1,000 subscriptions anyway, and 4,000 views. 4,000 views. So I'm far from that. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't want to make money. It's not my property to make money anyway. Now, content like this where I'm talking, yeah, it's my content. So, yeah, I'd like to make money off of that. But, I mean, I don't know what it was in the past, the YouTube restrictions. But, yeah, to get 1,000 subscriptions, yeah, you need a lot of people. You need to have a lot of whatever. Yeah, I wish I could find the freaking photo I used to have as a kid of him. I don't know what happened to him. It was the it wasn't the Tasty Donuts. It was the WG&O promotional one. I had one of those framed, and then I had something else. I have a doubloon, the Morgus doubloon. It's sitting. I don't know. It might be in the things. I never went to those. I wish I could have went to those as a kid. I never met him personally. He lives in Covington. In all the time I worked there, I never ran into him. So I don't think he ventures out anymore. From what I've heard, his family is very protective of him and don't really let him do stuff anymore. Yeah, I know who he is. I just haven't met him. He's in his 80s by now. I don't think he's quite 90 yet, but I know he's in his 80s. But I've heard, I know where he lives at. I know the subdivision. I've seen it. It was very close to where I used to work at. I just haven't seen him. And I know what he looks like. I know I run into him. I know what he looks like. But I heard stories about he lives in a gated community. I've heard his family kind of keeps him sheltered. I don't know if that's true or not. Like they keep him isolated. I think so. I don't remember the name of the place, but it was a few miles away from where I used to work at. I never seen him though. I've seen a few celebrities come in. Kurt Spring lives like right around the corner from where it was, so he would come in all the time. And I worked in the deli, so he'd come get the deli meat and the cheese and whatever. So I seen him, and I seen another news person. I can't remember their name. But yeah, I was hoping one day to run into him, you know. But then again, I've seen interviews from like 10, 12 years ago. He don't like to talk about Morgus anymore. Like if you bring up that question, he won't talk about it. He'll talk about like all his nursery rhyme tapes and all he's got a bunch of kid tapes, stories and stuff. He'll talk about that, but he don't like to talk about Morgus anymore. I guess it's, you know, he just said hell with it. I don't know. So I mean, this is just all stuff I've heard, and, you know, I've seen interviews and stuff where, you know, so, but yeah, chances are I'll never get to meet him, you know. I know he's still alive, so, never really say never, but if he doesn't really go out anymore and do stuff, which I don't know, maybe he doesn't, I don't know, so. Nobody really knows. That's the thing. So, I mean, I'm sure he's got enough money to the point where he really doesn't have to do anything. You know, I'm sure he gets residuals or something. I mean, they do have that Mississippi station, Ocean TV, I think it's called, in Biloxi. They've been playing the Morgus episode for the last year or two. Maybe 3 years they've been playing them. They play them on like Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think. They play them 2 or 3 times a week. So, you know, the only reason they actually survived is because he survived the Masters from Katrina. Because, you know, he owns the Masters, and as you know, with Katrina, everything flooded. Where he lived at, it flooded and stuff. So he saved the Masters. So if it wasn't for that, it would be hard to find. You'd have to go off of VHS tapes and stuff and all that stuff. But yeah, Fox 8 played him for a year or two. There's only 52. I think it's 52 episodes, maybe 53. It was only on for like 2 or 3 years. The last reincarnation of it, anyway. So he tried to sell it in syndication, and outside of New Orleans and Detroit, everybody's like, "Who the hell is this person?" Nobody really cared. I read a story where he tried to sell the tapes to some company in California, but they didn't understand all the references, and they were like, "What the hell is?" You know, they didn't understand all the stuff. So yeah, I have I don't know where it is though. Oh, did you see the ones I posted on Facebook? I posted probably 10 or 12 of them. Did you see the one I posted on here about a month ago? I posted which is one of my favorites, the Megusseroid, you know, because they broke that down into, I think, 3 parts, and I played the first one, and I'm going to play that one. The next one I'm going to play is that one. I can't remember which tape is which. I don't remember the exact order of them, so they were taped in the order as it was taped, obviously, but I don't remember as far as the order. And the other 3 tapes I can't find. I know what you meant. Actually, his full name is Sidney Rideau Noel, because I looked it up. Rodo, Riddeau, something like that. But Yeah, one of those tapes actually has the, because you know how they did movies. One of them, they actually played the Morgus movie. And I remember at the end, he's like, okay, he brought out his machine and he goes, he dug up the highway and he says something like, I'm going to bring these people back. And then the FBI or something comes out and says, well, you've got cement, you dug up the highway, blah, blah, blah. And they took him to jail. He was like, I'm going to put the cement in there. I separated all the people. I'm going to bring back all the people. Because he was sitting in a movie theater watching it. I remember that part. And, you know, just once I would like to have seen it where everything went right at the end. Just one time. That would have been something. People would have been like, wait a minute. It actually worked? Hold on. Like the last episode, he bows out and he's like, finally, something works. You know? I noticed a lot of them, well, some of the Morgus episodes that he did in the 80s, he did it in the 60s. I don't know if you know Bob Walker, the old DJ. He's got a few YouTube channels. Anyway, he had the Oldies YouTube channel, which is still on here, but he doesn't do anything with it anymore. He posted all the 60s episodes, the weather episodes and this and that, which, you know, I shared on the Facebook page, and he had a few of the old episodes, and I was watching it, and I'm like, he pretty much recycled a few of the episodes from the 60s and put it into the 80s. I guess after 20-something, 30 years, they figure, people will forget it. I could just redo it. No, the ones I saw were in color. The weather ones are in Detroit. I think the channel it's New Orleans Classic Oldies or something like that. He doesn't post on it no more. I asked him why he didn't post on it no more. I think he forgot the password, but I don't know. Oh, it shows 0. I'm guessing you're still here, and YouTube is doing that freaking glitch on me. So, but I think everything I saw was in color except like one episode or something. But I mean, by the late 60s, they had color. So I'm guessing you're still here. If that's the case, YouTube screwed me on the glitch. It says no one's here right now, so I don't really know. I'm gonna check the stats after I post this video and see, but if I can, yeah. YouTube's the glitching me. YouTube's telling me no one's viewing me, but you're seeing me. I swear, I thought YouTube fixed this crap. See, right here, this is costing me views. I mean, not that I'm making money or anything, like I said, off of it, but still. Yeah, I'll make copies. If I can, I'll make copies for you. You know. I mean, as long as you pay for the postage, I'll maybe. Well, like I said, I I had one guy watch me. I did like a 2-hour video, and after I posted the video, the dude watched me for the entire 2 hours, and YouTube said he only watched me for 4.5 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, it's for the last 5 minutes, it says 0 on here, and that pisses me off because I think they do that so they don't. I mean, like I said, I don't get paid for it, but they do that so they don't have to pay. It's a glitch because they said a few weeks ago they did. A couple days ago they said something about the views being wrong. I'm gonna try and take that VCR apart tomorrow, see if I can fix it, get the tape out. I don't know if I'll be able to. That's the thing. I made a copy for someone once, but yeah, if I could fix it, I'll let you know. And if you send me a VCR, you pay the postage, I'll mail it. Oh, no. I have a VCR to play. I just need the VCR to dub. I have it because I put the tape in the Panasonic, which works good. The Emerson is the one that chews up the tapes. That's the one that's sitting on the floor over there right now. It's all dusty. I got to clean it out. I put a tape in it like 3 years ago and it jammed and it just will not come out. So I have to take it apart and clean it, fix it. The eject button is broken. That's gone. I have to take a screwdriver and jam it in there. Sometimes it works, very rarely. The only way I can eject it is go all the way to the end, last few seconds, hit record, and make it record that way. But I mean, it's 20-year-old VCRs. Like I said, back in the day, I really never took care of the stuff, mostly, except for like my baseball cards and stuff. But I got stuff broken everywhere. I got to fix. I mean, you're a kid growing up. You're a kid, teenager. You don't think about that kind of crap. Nowadays, I try to take care of everything. But back then, it's kind of, screw it, drop it. Oops. I think I got pissed one day and I dropped it. Well, let's see. If I remember right, VCR I had back in the 80s and my dad had, I think we still have it, but it don't work. You had EP, LP, and SP. Well, no, EP, LP, and SLP. If I remember right, he recorded the episodes on the super long play, which means he drug it out. You drag it out because you get the higher quality. So these tapes I have are 6 hours, but there's only like maybe 5 episodes on with that. One of them has the movie on it that I know of. On these tapes, one of them has the movie. And then one of them is the Morgus movie itself, but I don't know where that tape is. That's the problem. But the first tape I have has the movie on it. I don't remember what movie. I think it might be like the African Queen or something. I don't know. I mean, I know he played horror movies, but it's black and white. It's one of those old movies. I think it's pretty much the whole movie. It's pretty much like this. The hit record. It's not a perfect science. Some of them have the Tasty Donuts commercial he did. Some of them have other stuff, music video he did. Some of them have Now, we didn't record the. They're on YouTube though. Like at the time, for whatever reason, we didn't record like the Endymion one and the Aquarium in the Americas one. I don't have that on tape, but that's on YouTube. I think the movie. The 3 tapes I have here, one of them's got the movie, and the rest of it's pretty much like, okay, record, he's on, stop, okay, the commercial break, record when it comes back. That's pretty much it. It's an unexact science. I think a few of them actually have the 80s commercials on it and stuff. So, because a few times I fell asleep. So, and this was back in the day with a VCR. I think this VCR, I don't even think it had a remote, to be honest. I think I had to get up and hit record, stop, play, record. So you had to time it. I don't think it had a remote. I think I still have it, or my dad has it somewhere. And it hasn't worked for years, if it's still around. It was an old, I don't remember. All I remember is it was an old gray one. It was gray and blue. Oh yeah, pretty much. Oh, you'll see on the ones I have, it'll be like, okay, click. But see this VCR 2, just like my Panasonic, when you hit record, it didn't record right away. Like you would hit record, and it would hum, and then like 3 or 4 seconds would go by before it actually started recording. So technically, you had to go, okay, 3 commercials, hit record now, because there's a few times where it's like whoop, you miss like the first 3 seconds, where he'll say, "Oh, hey friends, welcome back," or whatever. You'll miss that part. He'll just be talking. So it's not exact science. But yeah, that VCR took like 3 or 4 seconds to warm up. Like with my Panasonic VCR, after 5 minutes, it'll power down. So I actually have to hit the power button, to return it back on. So, I mean, well, I mean, I grew up in the 80s, so that was me. I probably could have done well in the 70s. So, hey, look at that! You actually show up. You're alive again. It said you're viewing again. It cost me like 5 minutes of views, but kids look at you nowadays and go, "What the hell's a VCR?" I don't know. I have a DVD player that's sitting right there. I never used the damn thing. It's like, all right. Because I had an Xbox. The Xbox freaking broke. But yeah, I have a DVD player sitting right there. I never use it. Although my brother dropped it, so there's a big dent in it. VCRs are easy. I never did look at the manual. I still have the manual. I have the original boxes for my VCRs, but I have the manuals too. But I never really did look at the manual. It's like, okay, mine's pretty simple. Okay, you set the time on it. Okay, boom, that's it. But with the remotes broken and I can't fix them, it's kind of so. But I have my Panasonic one hooked up right there. I have the PlayStation 1 on top of it. The Panasonic works pretty good. The Emerson's the piece of crap. That's the one that my dad had growing up. I just remember it was like grayish metal, and the buttons were blue. I don't remember what type it was. It might have been like a JVC or something. I don't know, but it was like, think of the Seattle Seahawks colors. The Seattle Seahawks when Steve Largent played in the 80s and 70s, those colors. This is how its VCR looked. It was kind of like a gray, kind of chromish, silver chrome with like blue. Ugliest damn piece of crap VCR. It worked. It was ugly color. So kids nowadays go, "What the hell is this crap VCR?" I don't know. They got that React. I used to watch that React YouTube channel until they took out patents for reacting and this and that weird things, and a lot of YouTubers got pissed. But they get young kids and teenagers, and they bring them 80s stuff, and they'd say, okay, they give them a Nintendo, and they'd say, "What the hell is this crap?" And one time they did that with VCRs, and they gave it to I think it was like 5 or 6 year olds, and they said, "Here," and they gave them a tape. They were like, "What's this?" They're like, "What's a VCR?" And the kid goes, "Oh, a DVD player." But no, it's not a DVD player. They're like, "Oh, okay, what They were like, "Where do you put the tape?" Right there. And they're like, I don't know. It was funny. I'm like, "It's right freaking there. How stupid are you? The tape thing's right there. Push the tape in." These kids don't understand. I don't know about technology, freaking cell phones and crap. I don't know about all that. I mean, I have a little mini. I have a flip phone still, but I have other phones sitting there. But I mean, it's like all this technology crap. Kids nowadays, I've never had a tablet or an iPhone or any crap. Now kids get one like 2-3 years old. They grow up with that crap. I mean, a few years ago, I had my cousin's kids show me how to use an iPhone. They were like 6 years old, and I'm like, "What the hell is this shit?" They had nowadays these kids all have iPhones and tablets and stuff, and they're like 5 years old. They use it for learning, but a lot of them, they go to school. All the kids have cell phones. What the hell? I remember in high school, when I went to high school, the big rage was beepers. Everybody had a beeper. I mean, I didn't, but everybody had a beeper, and I never understood it. It's like, I can't find my friend. Let's beep them. Doop, doop, doop. That was all the rage. Nowadays, I don't even think beepers are kind of important, really. I mean, other than like hospital stuff and major stuff, but everybody back in the day, all the kids had beepers. It's like, is it really necessary to talk to someone when they're not home? Because they didn't have cell phones back then. So, I mean, old school is good. I could have survived in the old school. I could have. I think I could have made it in the 70s, maybe the 60s. I mean, it's not that big a deal. They survived. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I just think about whatever. But yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, this was like, let's see, 95, 96, 97. All the kids had the beepers. I never got a beeper. I'm like, I went to the store once and they wanted like $100 something bucks for a beeper. I'm like, what the like, I'm a kid. I don't freaking have that much money. When I was a teenager, I don't have that much money for that crap. Of course, a lot of them had jobs. I was one of the few. I didn't work when I was in school. I said, nah, I'm not doing that crap. I didn't have to, so I said, screw it, I'm not doing it. A lot of my friends would like go to school and work and whatever. I don't know why they did that. Funny. I have no words censored on here, but anytime someone swears, it wants to withhold. That's weird. I'm gonna have to change the settings because I don't care what people say. Oh, my friend had a beeper and it was like that freaking big and that wide around. He had it on in his waist. You clip it to your waist, and every time I went with him, his beeper would it would go off. It's like, we got to find a payphone. That's another thing you don't see nowadays. Payphones, they're pretty much extinct. Them things are a thing of the past because they figure, okay, everybody's got a cell phone. Well, shit. Not everybody has a cell phone. I mean, most people do, but I remember I was with my friend, and he had a bunch of girls at the time, and they'd be beeping them. He'd have to be like, oh, we got to go find a payphone. I'm like, tell these bitches to stop calling you. tell them you're not home. Tell them you're in another state or something. It was so funny. I'm like, who the hell is this number? I turned the damn beeper off. I took the batteries out one time, and I put the batteries back in. He had like 12 missed messages. I'm like, what the? And I guess that was telemarketing back in the day. So, I don't know. That's so crazy. But yeah, I never owned a beeper myself. Too much money. Didn't need it. I mean, even today, I really don't use the phone that much. My phone, I don't really talk to anybody. I just have it for like work purposes and emergency. That's it. I had this Verizon phone over there, but they too much money. So I went back to the little flip phones for like $20, $15. Pay like $15 a month. No problem. I don't need all that crap. I don't need all these big fancy phones and crap. I don't need it. I mean, if it wasn't for emergency and job purposes, I wouldn't need it at all. I mean, it's kind of funny. The house I live in, it was built I think in 1972. Like the room I'm in now, there's an old phone jack sitting over there, sitting right on this wall right over here. You can't see it, but all the walls are just crappy color. This is I guess they consider the den. So, or whatever, because it's in the front of the house. My room's like the den or waiting area or something like that. I don't know. So they have a phone that about Yeah, 8 years ago is when I got a cell. About 10 years ago I got a cell phone, but I still had an actual 2 or 3 phones where you hang on the wall and you use those. And one by one they broke. And I bought one off of eBay for like $10, and it worked for a while. And then that one broke, so I got rid of that one. So I don't have any more of those. I got rid of my landline because AT&T was at the time was charging way too much money, and I told them to turn my service off because I got a cell phone. I said I don't need this crap, and they wanted to charge me like $200 something bucks, and even because they let it go for 3 months, and I remember back in the day I had the 3-way calling, and that was the big feature. I had all the 3-way and the call ID. I'm like, well, 3-way, wow, I had a few friends I talked to, whatever, get them on 3-way, and then they would get their friends on 3-way, and before you know it, you'd have 20 people on the line. I got rid of my house phone years ago, really. I mean, I just got rid of service, so screw it. I'm going with something cheaper. My aunt still has a landline where she lives at. I mean, she's got a cell phone, but she has a landline just in case, because there are a lot of people that call her. Some of the older generation still has the landlines. They might have cell phones, but still have landlines. I don't have a landline. I have in my kitchen. There's a port for a phone, for a landline phone, and there's a box right there on this wall. There's a box. You take a screwdriver. I've never actually opened it because it was painted over. Freaking people painted it. Oh, okay, that's fine. Actually, you might want to hold on that because I don't know the future. I may possibly be moving soon, so you may want to hold on for that. Plus, not only that, I don't know if I can fix my VCR, so I don't want you to mail it, and then I can't promise you on that. But yeah, it's getting kind of late. I took a nap earlier. I just kind of sleep when I can sleep. I mean, you can mail me. You can send me whatever. I'll give you the information. But like I said, I gotta see if I can fix. I gotta see if I can fix the VCR number one, because there was a guy a few years ago that wanted wanted me to do a thing, and I couldn't fix it at the time. But yeah, I'll let you know, of course. Do appreciate you watching. So I'm just trying to get some subs. If you know anybody that just wants to sub or big fan of Morg, I say hit me up. I'll sub them back. If I can. It don't show all the subs when people sub me, but I mean between this and my Saints page and this and that, hodgepodge. Yeah, you can drop a message on there, or I'll drop a message or whatever. I got your name, so I took a screenshot because otherwise I'd forget your name. So I have your name, so I could just type it in there or whatever, secret message. That way I don't post it in main, because you don't want everybody knowing the info and all that other crap. I think I'll try to take it apart tomorrow. I gotta find my screwdriver. It's sitting on the floor. It's been sitting on the floor for the last 3.5 years. The one that kind of so. That one's the really shitty one. It still works. It's just kind of really shitty. I just got to get the tape out of it. There you go. Yeah, get them to like the Facebook page, and if they have a YouTube, have them sub to me. I mean, because on this, I have a hodgepodge of people. I have my friends from a chat room I go on. I have some Saints fans. I have a few random people who just find me on here and just talk to me. It's a hodgepodge. I had 83 subscriptions before I ever put a video on here, because I would tell my friends, hey, just sub me. I think now I'm at 101. So A lot of times I just come on here and I talk about random stuff. But yeah, if I can fix it, then I'll let you know, and then you just send me a tape, and then I'll dub them. The last time I did this a couple of years ago, it came out pretty good. Now, a few of the tapes have the jumping lines with the tracking, but I can't do anything about the tracking on my side. But yeah, I posted about 10 or 12 episodes on the Facebook page. I know that. So if you haven't seen those, you can see those if you scroll down. The only problem is that the TV turns like really, really white, so it's kind of sort of hard to see sometimes, but I got to figure out the ratio on that, but you can hear it pretty good for the most part. But yeah. Let's see it's close to 3. I'll probably take a nap soon myself. I took a nap earlier. 3-4 hour naps. You know, I have insomnia, so I can never sleep when I want to. So cool. I mean, the other 15 or so videos is just me talking, and I had that one Morgus episode on there way at the bottom somewhere. But yeah, appreciate you watching me. You know, feel free to jump in. I just kind of randomly pop up sometimes on here, you know. Yeah, get the word out, hell. That's how I look at it. You know, I'm just looking for people. I'm just looking for people to chat to. So, but I appreciate it. You know, and I'll let you know if I can fix my VCR or not. If not, I think I have a VCR somewhere in this house. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Oh, okay. Now it's back to 0. Okay, maybe you did leave. Maybe you did leave this time. I don't know. But yeah, if you're still here for a brief second, I do appreciate it and stuff like that. So yeah. So hey, it was a good chat. You had fun. Somebody watched me this time, so that means it's getting posted. So you know, anybody can watch, comment, theorize, sub, and as a lot of these YouTubers say, if you want to hit the notification bell thingy, that way you can hear my ramblings. Blah 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 blah. So anyway. Thus concludes another Chatting with the People. This one's number 16. I'm going to just keep saying chatting to the people until I hit like number 62 trillion. Unless it's some kind of special occasion. There's no really reason to change anything. If it works, I'll stick with it. You know. So anyway, we're going to conclude this video. Shout out to Michael for watching. Appreciate it. You know. Sub and comment and like and hit the notification thingy and all that jazz. So until next time, thank you very much. Have a good night.